You know, it's been 7 years since I last had a store-bought egg. You can tell the difference as soon as you crack one open. The shell is usually easier to crack on a store-bought egg, and it's much yellower. Where our farm fresh eggs usually have a pretty orange yolk. And that occurs from their diet. Feed for chickens typically makes yellowy yolks, and foraging for bugs and grass will produce much more orangey yolks. And while we have roosters on the farm, it's not necessary to have one to get eggs from a hen. A rooster simply fertilizes the egg so it can hatch out if incubated. But a hen will still lay an egg without a rooster. All right, buddy. Now, it's best to collect your eggs every evening after the chickens laid them during the day. But in winter, if the temperature is below freezing, you'll need to collect the eggs much sooner so they don't freeze and crack down the middle of them. And if you clean your eggs by scraping the poop off of it, or if you get the eggs wet, you're going to ruin the natural covering of the egg or the bloom. And then you'll need to refrigerate the eggs at that point to protect them from going bad. When you're looking for breeds that are good for laying eggs, choose breeds like Leghorns, Rhode Island Reds, Australorps, Barred Rocks, or Buff Orpingtons. We raise Cornish Cross. They are the fastest growing. But you can also raise big red broilers, Brests, Turkins, Kosher Kings, or dark Cornish. Now, your chickens will take about 6 months before they start laying. This one is about 3 or 4 months old. They are the most productive for the first 2 years, producing 250 to about 300 eggs. And their egg production will naturally decrease until they're about 6 or 7 years old, when they stop producing altogether. Now, there are many tips and tricks to make sure your flock is providing plenty of eggs every year. These guys lay just about every day. Start with the right breeds for laying lots of eggs. Give them high quality food. Make sure your coop is secure and that they have plenty of space in the coop and lots of sunlight during the day. Inspect them regularly for illnesses, injuries, or parasites. Get new chicks or juvenile chickens every year to add or to replace your older layers. Broody hens lay no eggs, so be sure to stop the broodiness if you want more eggs. And be sure to keep your chickens warm in winter if you want them to continue laying, as they'll use more of their strength to stay warm rather than lay eggs, which is normal in winter, so don't be discouraged when you get fewer eggs that time of year. And if you're worried about an egg going bad, you can always do the float test before. If it sits on the bottom, it's still good. If it floats to the top, it's bad and should be discarded. Both these eggs, still good. Now, chicken eggs come in all different sizes, shapes, textures, but they're all healthy and delicious. Now, the colors of the egg rainbow are white, brown, and even a green or blue, depending on what breeds you have. Cream leg bars could lay a blue egg, and Easter eggers will lay green eggs. For sizes, you'll get large and jumbo size eggs from full-size breeds, and medium to small eggs from bantam breeds like Polish chickens and Silkies. As far as textures, you may get ridges, bumps, and crust-like shapes on the egg. And that depends on the calcium in their diet while the egg is being formed. And unlike the perfectly shaped eggs you'll find in the store, you'll get some pretty interesting shaped eggs that may be short and round, or some that are long and pointy. Have fun putting those in your egg carton.